For the Nebraska Rural Radio Association, hi, it's Joe Skare talking Husker volleyball with Husker head coach John Cook. Well, Coach, the Huskers are on quite a run with sweeps of Illinois and Iowa since we last visited. That's a 9 in a row for the Big Red. It's got to feel good and some momentum building for the team. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we're trying to go from good to great has been our theme, and trying to survive in the Big Ten right now. So we have another big match coming up with Purdue Saturday, and we had a really tough match last night against Iowa. This conference every night is a battle, and so you just try to win the next point and survive and move on.
You know, Coach, last week we talked about Madi Kubik last week, and she's been on fire lately, winning Big Ten Player of the Week again last week for 2 weeks in a row. She has led the Huskers with 13 kills Wednesday night against Iowa, and she said after the Illinois match that she felt the team was, as she put it, flowing, getting better every week. She says she feels kind of invincible. Talk about what you're seeing with that, and does that translate to the other players on the team? Does that confidence rubbing off on the rest of the players in practice?
Well, I don't think that's just coming from her. I think what she's saying is that the team is playing with a lot of trust, and they're playing for each other, and so that's the feeling you get, especially when you're having success. So so I think that's her way of communicating, that they feel pretty good about how things are going and how they're playing, and so it's a good feeling. We're always working towards that, and we're always working towards playing with ultimate trust, we call it, and it's good that she's able to communicate that and how she feels.
Conversely, you said earlier in the week that you felt the team was a little bit rusty in practice. Do you think that's a little of the mid-season weariness or the grind getting the team a little bit, or what do you equate that to?
We took some days off, so trying to give them breaks, mental and physical breaks. So when you do that, you tend to have a natural letdown, and that's how they get a little rusty. So, but we'll fine tune it back up.
All right, we've got number 7 Purdue coming to town Saturday at the Devaney Center. All the games in the Big Ten, as you said, it's a grind. They're tough. Tell us about your strategy. What are you looking to do against the Boilermakers on Saturday, Coach?
Well, they're a very talented team. They've got some great hitters, and so there's a lot we're going to have to do. But the most important thing, I think, is I think we're going to play 4 ranked teams in a row here. Maybe all of them are in the top 10, and so it's important our fans come in here for our home matches and give us an edge.
All right. We have a listener question this week from Kevin in Scotts Bluff, Coach. He wants to know, when it comes to serving, do you and the coaching staff always dictate where the serve should go, or do the players have the freedom to make that decision as they're serving?
No, we go in every match with a game plan where we want to serve, and we remind them before each serve where we're going to go after. And serving strategy is sometimes as we're serving a certain player, sometimes we're serving into a certain rotation to try to slow it down. Sometimes we're serving to try to slow a hitter down. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we're just serving, bomb it away and try to get an ace. So there's a lot of situations that go on during the match that we prepare for and try to execute during the match, and it's constantly changing and adjusting, and we're evaluating stats on what we're doing. You got to remember there's 6 rotations, so there's 6 different opportunities in different situations that are happening. So it's definitely a chess game going on, and then you're trying to get our servers to serve as tough as they can, and then change their tempos. So that was a complicated answer to a simple question.
We appreciate the question from Kevin in Scotts Bluff. Kevin, thanks. If you have a question for Coach Cook, you can email it to askcoachcook@ruralradio.com. That's askcoachcook@ruralradio.com. Coach, as always, thanks for the time. Good luck against Purdue on Saturday, and we'll talk next week, all right?
Okay. All right, Joe. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.